Hello, fourth graders. McDonald's no longer sells cheeseburgers. Oh my goodness. At least not today. Welcome back. We're going to look at lesson 6.7 some more here, right? Where we're working on the steps for division. And we've been going through, does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers, right? Divide, multiply, subtract, check, and bring down. And I'm going to give you an alternate way to change this just a little bit, right? This is going to be especially for people who, maybe this first one wasn't going so well for you and you kind of kept getting mixed up about where to put the numbers. Okay, this is something that you might try. And look at this. Now it is. Does McDonald's sell clean underwear? I know, right? Does McDonald's sell clean underwear? DMSCU. All right. So today, instead of bringing down, we are going to push numbers up. Okay. So really, this is going to be similar steps, only the direction at the end of each step is going to be a little bit different. All right. Dividing multi-digit numbers correctly. And you can see there's that long objective here, which really just means learn how to divide, which is what we're doing. So, does McDonald's sell clean underwear? So, the most of these, actually 4 out of the 5, mean the same thing. Okay, so DMSCU, divide, multiply, subtract, check, and then U is for up. So how are we going to push these numbers up? So now, watch this, right? Here we have 39 divided by 3. What I want you to do here is to make sure you write these with plenty of room in between them. And then we're going to split this like this. Okay? This will help us to only look at one number at a time. So now we're going to ask ourselves, how many 3s are in 3? Right? Well, we know that, right? And what times 3 equals 3? 1. One group of 3. So I divided. Now multiply. 3 times 1 equals 3. Subtract. Yep. Check. 0 is less than 3. Yep. All right. And now instead of pushing this 9 down, we're going to bring this number up to meet it. So now here we have 0, 9, right? So that 0 actually doesn't change the next number. So now we go again. We go back to the top, back to divide. Now we're going to divide the next one, 9 divided by 3. How many 3s are in 9? 3, 6, 9. 3 of them. Check. Multiply. Always multiply. This is the same. What number did you just write down? 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Subtract. 0 is less than 3. And this number, if I push this 0 up, there's nowhere for it to go. So just like when you have nothing left to bring down, you're done. When you have nowhere left to push the number up, you're done. Our answer here is 13. All right, another one. All right, remember what we're going to do first. We are going to take these numbers. See how I left plenty of room here? And we're going to split them like that. All right, D4 divide. So how many 9s are in 8? 9 times something gets us close to 8, but can't go over. Don't say 72. I'm not asking you to multiply these two numbers together. But 9 times 1 equals 9, and that's too big, so this one is 0, right? Anytime this number is less than that, you just have nothing. So now multiply. 0 times 9 equals 0. Subtract. 8. 8 is smaller than 9, and now push up. Watch this. Push it up, and here we now have 87. How many 9s are in 87? So tell me, 9 times what gets you close to 87, but can't go over? 9 times 9, right? 9 times 10 would be 90. 9 times 10 equals 81. Subtract and get 6. And check. 6 is smaller than 9. There's nowhere for this 6 to go. It's extra. What did we call extras in division? We called them the remainder. So space and then R, 6. 9 remainder of 6. Okay, let's get up to 3 digits. Look at, we took much more space. We're going to divide. We're going to split these here. All right, I like to put the lines right after the numbers. That leaves plenty of room because you know, like something's going to come up here, right? So you might as well plan for that. How many 8s are in 7? None. All right, 8 times 1 is 8. That's too much. You got to stay under 7. Now multiply equals 0. Subtract equals 7. Where does this 7? Oh, check it. Yep. Where does that 7 go? Next to the 2. That's right. Right there. Now I have 72 there. How many 8s are in 72? 9. If you count by 8s, you could get to 72, or you could just know that 8 times 9 is 72. That's a whole lot easier. So I divided. Now multiply. 9 times 8 is 72. Subtract 0. The 0 pushes up. It is smaller than 8. The 0 pushes up. And now I do it again. All right, now back to the top. Every time you push a number up, you go back to the top. How many 8s are in 5? None again, right? If you said 40, you multiplied 8 times 5, but we're not multiplying here. We're dividing, right? 8 times something gets us close to 5. 8 times 1 is too much. So this is 0. 8 times 0 is 0. Subtract, check. And it is smaller than 8. There's nowhere to put it, right? So it is extra. Remainder 5. Remainder. All right, more for us to do here. Here we go. Grab your notebook. And remember, as you write these numbers down, spread out that 9, that 6, and that 8. And then draw a line to split the place values. Draw a line right after each number. You don't have to draw a line after the 8, but after the 9 and after the 6. All right, make your best attempt. All right, let's check your work. How many 3s? This one I'll go through more quickly because you just did it. Remember, I can't help you if you don't put forth a good effort. Okay, so make sure that you've already completed this problem. How many 3s are in 9? Well, 3 of them. 3, 6, 9. 3 times 3 equals 9. Subtract, bring down 0. Push up that 0. How many 3s are in 6? Count by 3s, right? 3, 6. 2 times. 3 times 2 is 6. Look at all these zeros. Subtract and get 0. Push the 0 up. How many 3s are in 8? 3, 6, 9 would be too much. So 2 3s, right? 3 times 2 is 6. Can't go over. Subtract. 2 is smaller than 3, right? We do that checking. And that 2 is just hanging out as extra. Remainder 2. All right, what are you thinking so far? Like this better than bringing down? Worse than bringing down? Why? Tell me about your thoughts. All right, let's see it on a 4-digit number. All right, you can do a 4-digit number. I could put 6 digits here. It doesn't matter. As long as you know the steps, I could put 200 digits and you could divide it correctly. Okay? 4 is the max that you'll see in 4th grade. That's our standard, is to multiply or to divide 4 digits by 1 digit. All right, here we go. Let's set it up. Split that. and that, and that. Look at this number here, this 0. Are we going to end up with a remainder or not? And why? Yeah, we're not going to, right? Because all numbers that end in 0, right, are going to be able to be divided by 5. When you're counting by 5s, you go 5, 10, that ends in 0. 15, 20, so does that. So if we counted by 5s, we would eventually say this number. It would take a long time. All right. How many 5s are in 9? 1. If you're noticing that most of the time this first digit is 0 or 1, that's true. Now, not always, right? But a lot of times it's 0 or 1. Multiply equals 5. Subtract. And where's the 4 go? Next to the 2, right? And you can notice I'm not checking these off as much. You can certainly do that if you keep getting kind of answers that are wrong or kind of get lost. You can stop checking that off. But if you feel like, okay, I know where these numbers go, checking it off is just, getting my brain distracted a little bit, then as long as you know the steps, right? And like we said, you've practiced, you might not need to check those off. How many 5s are in 42? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 45 would be too much, so 8, because 8 times 5 is 40. Subtract and get 2. Now we have 21. How many 5s are in 21? 4 is correct, because 4 times 5 equals 20. And subtract. And see, this is how I knew, right? There are 2 5s. 5 times 2 equals 10. We knew that was going to end out even. So we have 1,842. All right, you will have some math problems that you can work on using this strategy, right? Our objective here being able to multiply numbers, multi-digit numbers correctly. There's that 4-digit dividends that I was talking about. And today, McDonald's no longer sells cheeseburgers. I know my kids will be disappointed. Don't worry, they'll probably still sell them. And I don't think they sell clean underwear. But this is going to help us to remember to push up at the end with this. And then once you learn this one, maybe it becomes your favorite, maybe not. And actually on your assignment, it says you can do either one. Okay. But I think that some folks will really latch onto this, and that's why I wanted to teach it to you. If you have questions, fourth graders, reach out and let me know. And good luck.